It's Zaade, the Esquire. In today's video, I show you how to achieve this look using one palette, the BH Cosmetics Chocolate Marshmallow Truffle palette. It's pretty new. It's a 4-color blush palette. I'll open it up and show you if you keep watching this video. I use it on my eyes. I use it on my face. If you want to see, make sure you keep watching. Also, don't forget, you gotta like it. You should be commenting. You should already be subscribed, but if you're not subscribed yet, I won't fault you for it. Just go ahead and do it now. Keep watching. So once again, I had to do my brows off camera. Today I struggled just a taint, so couldn't record that part for you guys. But we are working with the BH Cosmetics Chocolate Marshmallow Truffle palette today. I'm going to use this entire palette for my whole face. So eyes, blush, contour, bronzer, basically every single thing I can get out of this palette, I'm gonna do it. First, I'm gonna show you guys the shades. This is a pretty new palette. It's super pretty. Comes with it's a 4-color blush palette, so it's meant to be used for blushes, but I'm going to utilize this as much as I can today. It literally just got delivered, got dropped off at my house like 2 hours ago, and I was super duper thirsty. So what I usually do is I prime my lid with concealer. Do this just to create a smooth, even base. And you know, color picks up easiest on a lighter tone. And one thing I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna set this with powder because we have powder right here. So I'm gonna use the colors in the palette to set the concealer. I'm just gonna keep blending and blending and blending. And yes, like I said in my last video, we're in my first makeup video. We are an eyeshadow before foundation household. So y'all can see the shape I'm going for. I would say it's like a medium fluffy. When it comes, I love that it has a mirror in here, which is really cool. I'm gonna go in with this lighter shade right here into the crease. So I'm gonna pick that up. I'm gonna pat it first, a little bit above the crease. Pat it in first, just because the concealer will move. That's the one thing about not setting your concealer with the translucent powder first, is that it will move. Like, you can't just go in with the shadow and start swiping. So I'm just gonna do this one eye. Tap, tap, tap. I'm gonna keep packing. I love my shades to be extra bold. Like, I don't want you to have to question, like, if I have on shadow, where is the shadow? This one's a little tinier though, and a little bit more tapered, but that's what I was going for. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here into the crease to deepen up that transition color I use. I'm going in the crease now, and that's just deepening up that color. I'm honestly like very clueless as to how this is gonna turn out. So I'm putting it deep into my crease, but then I'm coming out and moving the brush up just a little bit, but not all the way up. I don't want to cover up that fresh shadow. So here's what I'm gonna do. This is the fun part, guys. I'm going to take one of these flat brushes, another no-name brush. I'm gonna take a spray. I wonder if this works best with the finger. Let's test it with the finger. Now let's test it with the brush. See, that's what makeup is about. See, I like the brush better. But whatever I like on my face is what I get to do, and that's what I get to put out to the world. With like my normal everyday job, usually what I like doesn't really matter. This right here, it might seem simple packing on this shimmery shade, but this is bringing me so much joy. I'm about to pick up this chocolate brown color. Another no name. Oh, this is called like a dew color brush. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what this is. Here we go. Just deepen up that shadow. I'm putting it on the edge, on the outside. Kind of like, you know, how you make a smoky eye. You take that deep, like a black color, and you smoke out the edge of your shadow. I'm gonna take another flat brush. Well, I'm gonna take a flat brush and put more of that shimmery shade. I'm not spraying it this time. I'm going in with this shade again, picking it up. Because I added more of that shimmery shade, I go back and forth between my colors. Like when I use one shade, when I go back with one shade, so you saw me go back with that first initial transition shade. So I also be holding my like a bunch of brushes at a time. I go in with that shade at the top to make sure it's all blended, because I'm about to be finished with this eye. To make sure it's all blended up into my under eyebrow concealer. Then I'm gonna go in with that second shade that I use, that mauve color, and go under. Then to make sure I don't lose my dark chocolatey color, go in. And you know what? I'm gonna bring that chocolate color all the way over. And yes, I could have made this like a halo eye or a cut crease or whatever, but that's not what I wanted to do today. And now I'm gonna do the other eye, and I'm gonna come back and do my face for y'all. Okay, y'all, so I did my other eye, and I threw on, of course, my handy dandy Ardell Wispies 122. And now we're gonna get into the face, the complexion. I'm not gonna really spend a lot of time on my base until I get back to using this palette, because if you don't know already, I already posted a really detailed video on how I do my base.
Let me know if you get drunk, they don't mean let me know. I'm about to bust like P, feel me now. Anybody know my skills, what it is? Anybody feel my skills, it's the real. Anybody wanna come fuck with the steel? Anybody gotta get the whole body pill? She's a bitch when they say my name. Talk more jump, but won't look my way. She's a bitch. See, I got more cheese. Back on up while I roll up my sleeves. She's a bitch. You can't see me, Joe. Get on down while I shoot my flow. She's a bitch. When I do my thing, got the place on fire, burn it down the flame.
Okay, now we're gonna start using the palette for, I was about to say for what it's actually meant for, but actually first I'm gonna bronze up with it. So I'm gonna use this like chocolatey shade to bronze up, and I'm going to go in with like an angled brush for that. Go into this chocolate shade and bronze up my face. Ooh, it smells really good. This palette smells really good. I'm gonna bronze up. As you can see, I'm bringing my bronzer into my hairline. I'm bringing it down, creating a little jawline, getting rid of whatever double chin I might have. Right, I love that. And then I'm gonna use this shade right here as a blush. I'm gonna go in with one of my I'm gonna go in with this Jessup tapered face brush. Follow my cheeks. Bring my blush into my bronzer. Bring that bronzer or blush across my nose. Go back into that shade I used for bronzer and bring that down the sides of my nose. Very rough, like, into my eyeshadow. See, that's one thing about using this palette for eyeshadow and for the face. It blends so perfectly into your nose contour or bronzer. I'm gonna bring that up into my eyebrow bone just to make for a more seamless blend. Bring it down. I'm really not trying to like shape my nose or anything. I'm really just trying to bring life to it. I'm gonna take this blush color. I'm gonna bring it rough under my eye and go on the ends, on the outer part of my eye, and blend towards the middle. Not taking it all the way to the corner. All right, love it. Okay, and then there's like a little highlighter shade in there, which is the shimmer shade I was going to use on my lids, but then I went all over with the chocolate shade. I'm going to take that and use that as a highlighter today. So I'm gonna take this Juvia's blending brush, fat blending brush, and go into this shade. Put that on the high points of my cheeks. Bring that into my brow bone. Then we're gonna set it all in with the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. Love this so much. Favorite setting spray out right now. And listen, I was an Urban Decay all-nighter stan. Yes, I'm using my fan. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm giving you high pony. I'm giving you coils, 4C coil swooped. I love this palette for the face, for the eyes. It wasn't a flop, but it wasn't a, oh my god, like she banging, you know what I'm saying? But I really do love this palette. I think it's great for brown girls. I think it's so dark skin friendly. Like literally I would use every single one of these shades as a blush. And then that's basically it. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let me know what kind of looks do you guys want me to do? What kind of palettes do you want me to play in, you know? Just tell me what you want to see. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Zaade, the Esquire. I'll see you in my next video.